It all started in a peaceful African village in the 1930s. The tale of the man that would become President Obama's father is told by the great-grandson of one of the elders, William Tico.
Well, the elders love to tell the story. They came to our village when he was a young man and recruited him. They spoke in Eastern European accents. They knew this because many of them had seen episodes of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
His father was taken to Moscow and enrolled in the prestigious Haight Whitey Day School for young boys. He quickly rose to first in his class.
His father was especially excellent in Introduction to the White Devil and Crackers 101. He was a good student. He was clearly destined for something great. His classmates admired him and knew he had that special something that would one day scare the hell out of white folk. What we'd heard when word got back to our village was that he had gone through intensive hate training and terrorist brainwashing. The man who would become President Obama's father was finally ready to embark on Operation Berry. Disguised as a harmless exchange student. Eh? 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 I mean that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
Even a blind man would know something was fishy. First off, good old real colored people don't have names like Barack Hussein Obama. They have real American names like Alan Keyes and Herman Cain and Michael Steele. Obama is a communist, socialist, pinko, Mau Mau terrorist name, and he's got the skin color to prove it.
The KGB had sent his father out on a simple mission: impregnate an American female and prepare the child for ascension.
Once she was selected and impregnated, the mother was taken to the father's village so she could receive further training, Mau Mau training, in preparation for the delivery of the future operative. I remember President Gorbachev saying this will be the big one. I believe he had just watched James Bond in Thunderball, but I can't be sure.
The tip-off should have been that the blacks don't live in Hawaii. They live in Detroit or other places the blacks do live. I know blacks, and he don't sound like any of them. Did you ever hear how he talks? No dis, no dat. And the real giveaway was the way he dances. You only learn to dance that way in a KGB training school.
President Khrushchev, he was a genius. Yeah, he knew one day, way back, that in maybe 20 years, 1980, America would be ready. The revelation came to Gorbachev when he saw the popularity of the Cosby Show. When he witnessed white people seeing that family behaving like white people, well, he knew a Negro, African American, a black man, one of those other names, could someday be prepared to be a successful Manchurian candidate.
When his mother finally delivered the baby, the village was so excited. He was such a beautiful child. Then, that night, the helicopters came. His father stepped out of the tent and held him up in the air like the Lion King or Kunta Kinte from Roots or any of those shows with Negroes being born. And they took him. The entire village was heartbroken. But they also knew that he would someday soon return ready for his mission to destroy America. And this made everyone smile and laugh. Some smiled and laughed.
Documents had to be prepared for his future ascension. We created the phony birth certificate, phony passports, visas, phony public officials were created, phony family photos, phony in-laws were constructed with phony siblings, phony birth announcements in phony newspapers, phony baby showers, phony unwanted gifts were returned to a phony Walmart. It was our greatest achievement since Sputnik.
The only downfall to Operation Berry was it was such an expensive operation. It led to the collapse of the Soviet Union.
When you really get right down to it, how else do you explain that one of the blacks from totally out of nowhere has the intelligence to get into Harvard and then runs for Senate and wins, and then immediately runs for the presidency of the United States and wins again? The American system was not designed to work that way.